the flood. The money's coming in, but we see nothing happening. And that's a big subject, especially today. So in your opinion, guys, what should be done with the flood? What are you going to go into council and say? How are we going to step the next step? Everybody's sick and tired of hearing how the Corps of Engineers, we need to get another report from them. We need to do another examination, another this, spend another $1 million here.
We were told that the flood project would take probably 15 years to be done. My company led the way to put extra money in and step that up by maybe half. Mm-hmm. We are going to get a report on, we've got 3 different options right now. We're going to get a report hopefully this summer to give us some direction, and then it's going to be up to our congressmen, because this is $150 million, 65% of which is going to come from the federal government to hopefully solve the problem or alleviate some of the problem. We as private citizens can't raise $150 million. We couldn't raise $18,000 to put something over Main Street to celebrate our 200th year as a city. So
the economy. What are you trying to say, John?
I would say that first of all, Marathon stepped up, so did some other big corporations, including Protect. But I'm not sure you can take credit for that.
Cooper, all of them pitched in.
Yeah,
and we're glad they all pitched in. That's great, but what are we doing with that money?
We have been studying and studying and studying, and I think that if we get the 4 plans out of the Corps of Engineers this summer, as we're supposed to, we'll have some much better direction on what different elements fix things in certain areas and create other problems, the induced flooding areas. We'll then need to get the entire community together and really talk through what some of the trade-offs are and what the costs are. I don't particularly think absolutely have to go to the federal government for the funding, because, by the way, that comes out of your pocket too. Mm-hmm. And they don't have the money. There's $17 trillion in debt. They're running more than $1 trillion deficit every year because of things. Everybody expects the federal government to throw money at things. I also believe that with all the regulations and the arcane procedures and so forth of the federal government, that if they do it, it's going to cost us a lot more anyway. So if they say it'll be $150,000, maybe we just suck it up and we do it locally. We get it done for $80 million, if it takes that much. In the meantime, before we ever get there, and by the way, we're already taxing ourselves at the county level, and they are accumulating the money to do this over a 20-year period. They can pay for most of that, $80 million. In the meantime, we've got to start showing the citizens some progress. We have to clean out the river. We have to get the creeks fixed. We need to begin doing some things. We might be able, for example, to work on that CSX. One of the 4 things that the Corps is talking about is the CSX
railroad
crossing. We could start on that